Hey art friends, happy May the 4th. I am bringing you a lesson for this week. My focus is first, second, and third grades, but anyone is welcome to do this. Now, if you've been working on artwork with me in the past, you've probably noticed that it had to do a lot with color and how to use color in your artwork. We're going to have something to color in this time, but we're going to focus on a style of artwork instead of maybe just specifically color. This type of artwork is called pop art, and it was famous over 100 years ago. It changed some of the way we did things, and it's still famous today, and there are museums that celebrate different famous pop artists in our history. Pop art is not like you might be thinking like a pop star or pop cereal. It is a type of artwork also, and you can actually use pop stars and pop cereal in this artwork if you wanted to, but it would still have to bring a certain style to it. So pop art, another way I like to explain it, is what's popular. Anything that's popular right now could be a form of pop art. Also, things that you use every day or eat every day or see every day that you might not necessarily look at as art, but you could create and draw it as art. So, for example, my kids go through a lot of Capri Suns. So, like, just as an example, I've got one just sitting right here next to me. So, I may see this every single day. I may get it out of the fridge every day. But would I sit down and just draw it and make it into this awesome piece of art? Not necessarily, unless I wanted to create some kind of pop art. So that's where I'm headed with this lesson right here, is a style or a type of art. One of our famous artists in history who is notorious for making awesome pop art images is Andy Warhol. Now, below this video and on the art Facebook page and in the email, there's a link to a book that you can read along with called Uncle Andy, and it is all about that famous artist Andy Warhol. He's famous for Campbell's soup cans. He's famous for making artwork of famous people and everyday items. And he doesn't necessarily draw these things, but he prints them. So he makes prints so he can repeat the images over again and make them in different color. I'm not going to ask you to repeat or to make a print, but I am going to ask you to make an artwork of something in your everyday world, like Andy Warhol, like pop artists. So yeah. Okay, so I would like to just tell you that I went super basic with my drawing, and I'm going to show you a few everyday items in my house that you might have, and you might be thinking of something already, and I'm just going to show you what I did to draw, because this is all I'm expecting you to do, is to find an object and to look at it and to draw it. The bigger the better. And third graders, you've been through geometric shape drawing, so when you're looking at everyday items, I'd love for you to really focus on the shape of those items or that item that you chose. First and second graders, what I want you to focus on is actually looking at the object. So, for example, if you're drawing, let's just say, like this soup can, I went and found a soup can. When you're drawing this, you're actually looking at what you see. You're looking at the front. You're looking at what the words say. You're looking at the shapes. So circly tops and rounded bottoms and rectangles and whatever else you can see. If you're drawing a shoe, you're looking at the shoelaces. You're looking at what type of shoe it is. If you're drawing a Capri Sun, you're looking at the shape of this. You're looking at the straw. You're looking at the letters. If you're drawing a candy box, because candy can be another thing that you probably enjoy every day. And if I have this box of Nerds, I'm looking at the shape of this box. So first and second graders, I really want you to focus on looking at what you're drawing and drawing it on your paper, and not worrying so much exactly about it turning out perfect, but that you're looking at what you're drawing. And third graders, you know how to find those shapes. You've done this before. So you're looking for those ovals, and you're looking for those circles, and whether it's a cube, a cylinder, a pyramid, and you're adding that into your drawing. So like I said, I took the soup can. I just went super simple, and I made it a couple times because I am going to try adding some different color to this along the way, and I just made my Campbell soup cans. So simple soup, and hopefully maybe in your cupboards you have something like that if that's your choice. Otherwise, you can find anything else around the house and give it a whirl and try drawing it on your own. When you're done drawing, please trace it with something. Part of pop art is usually a bold drawing, and it's pretty straightforward, so edges are pretty solid. So tracing is encouraged, whether it's with black marker, colored pencil, pen, whatever you have lying around the house. All right, so I'm ready to start adding color to one of my Campbell soup cans, and I went with complementary colors and colors that contrast. So what I chose was pink and green for my can. So I haven't exactly finished yet. I wanted to show you as I started, but I chose like a kind of a neon pink for the can, and then green for the soup and the label here and the inside of the cap. And then I'm gonna go with a really bright neon yellow for the outside. I'm gonna work on this, I'm gonna finish it up, and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. Okay, so I'm just finishing my last little bit of color, and you know what? I forgot to mention that using marker is not necessarily my thing, and most of you kids know that. Marker's not my favorite. I feel like it it makes it difficult to fill in a space all the way, and a lot of people will end up scribbling real fast and leaving a lot of gaps, which frustrate me. But I chose marker today because it was the perfect chance to make my pop art color. So when I'm finished, you can see that I have my Campbell soup can. The bright yellow makes the can pop out. I've got complementary colors for my soup can, green and pink, which, if you simplify that down, is red and green are complementary colors. So here's my Campbell soup can. I have a second one to work on also, so I'm gonna work on that one next and try for a different color scheme to try something different, because pop artists tend to repeat and make multiple copies of their artwork. So I hope you enjoyed that lesson. I can't wait to see what you come up with. Please send me through email your artworks that you make, or you can always go to the art Facebook page, Map Art Rocks. So I look forward to seeing what you come up with. Every drawing will get an entry into next Friday's challenge drawing. And I believe that date is the 8th. I could be wrong. Nope, Friday the 8th will be the drawing. So tune in then. I'll go live. And as always, I miss you so much. Have a great week.